Hey everybody, my name is Dan Clark, and I just want to welcome you to my Facebook page and YouTube page, the Matrix of Abundance. Want to just thank you for listening in today, and what I like to do is share perspectives, and you don't have to accept them. I just like to share spiritual ideas and things for meditation and contemplation. And anyway, I hope you enjoy this one today. It's about the present moment. How do we get into the present moment? You know, a lot of people talk about that. Eckhart Tolle talks about the power in now, and you know, if you're in the now, you know, you have that power and you have that wonderful, magnificent moment where you can be fully present. You know, I just want to throw this out for consideration. You know, I used to think it was knowledge. I used to think it was understanding. I thought that once I got this understanding in here, as I sought enlightenment and spirituality, that I would be there. I would be in that present moment. And what I didn't realize was the road to understanding never ends. It really never ends. It's so much bigger. And I got to tell you, I was a Jehovah's Witness for 40 years, and I lived in the matrix of absolute knowingness, that I had all the answers. I knew what God's name was. I knew why I was here. I knew where I was going. I knew when the world was going to end, and so on and so forth. But one day, that world ended for me. After 40 years, that world collapsed, and all those belief systems diminished. But what was weird was I was still here. And what I realized was, as I started my journey of wanting to know and wanting to be enlightened and wanting to be aware and all that stuff, was that it was a never-ending road. I did 20 years of studying. I mean, everything you can imagine. Science of mind, unity, Buddhism, Hinduism, Paramahansa, Yogananda, Christian mysticism, everything, Kabbalah. I really, and much more than that, 20 years. And then all of a sudden I realized there was no end to this road, that this road was going to keep going, and it went this way, and it went this way. And when I looked down, I realized, oh my God, I could study one of these spiritual traditions the rest of my life. Meaning I could go in Buddhism the rest of my life. I could go into Hinduism, Paramahansa. I could go into any of those ideals and study the rest of my life. It was like Tolle said, some guys get a PhD on the inner workings of a mouse's ear. They spend 20 years. And how much would a guy know if he spent 20 years talking about this little thing inside of a mouse's ear? He wouldn't know very much, just like I didn't know very much 40 years in Jehovah's Witnesses. I didn't know I was narrow-minded. I didn't know it was a limitation. But what I realized is this head is a recording device. It's pure awareness. And the only thing that stops it from unlimited awareness is belief systems. Once I say I know, once I say I've gotten it, everything else goes away. There's billions of information coming at us all the time, like the Matrix, when you see that big screen coming. That's what we have access to. But once we say I know, the infrastructure goes up, the belief system goes into place, and we start living from that ideal, like I did as a Jehovah's Witness. But I discovered when that belief system collapsed, there was still me. And there was still new ideas. So I tended to go down this road of learning and building up new infrastructures and letting them go. They served me for a while, and then they went away. And then I realized this could go on forever. So once I realized this could go on forever, I realized, well, that's okay. I'm probably never going to know. I'm going to be in a mystery part of my life. And when I did, I found peace. And when I didn't have to live in absolute certainty, I realized I could always be open to learn. Once I said, I know, this is exactly how it is, my learning stopped. And so I realized, wow, one of the benefits of not knowing is that I'm open to learn. That the absolute certainty, kind of shuts everything off. I'm open to learn. If I don't know everything, then I don't have anything to sell. I don't have anything to beat anybody over the head with. I don't have anything to defend. It's a beautiful place. And I'm just throwing it out there because I lived 40 years beating people over the head with a bat of my understanding. You got to see it like I see it. And it seems like sometimes that's what we do. When we get a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, it seems like we pull out our swords and we just start battling with it. How is that being in the present moment? How are we being loving when we're know-it-alls? You ever meet a know-it-all? Someone who knows something and they just want to beat you over the head of it, or worse yet, they think that because they have this knowing that you don't, that they're smarter than you, that they're somehow graduated. Oh, I don't mess with those people. They're kind of dumb. They don't get it. That's so arrogant. They call that a one-up. But I just wanted to say today, guys, maybe the way to enlightenment is not knowing, unlearning. I've had to unlearn so much. I spent so much time learning and realized that the road would never end. The chasms were so deep, they were wormholes that I could get lost in. Now I'm okay with not knowing. I'm okay with being in the mystery. And I'm okay with you. If you want to believe something, if you have an idea and you're living from it, God bless you. If it serves you, God bless you. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's Christianity, Buddhism. I don't care what it is. God is big. He likes things. He likes variety. Look at the fish. Look at the plants. Look at the stars. The Earth, by the way, is relatively small compared to a lot of planets. Very small. So anyway, I just want to say today, I just want to share that idea that God, the presence, the Spirit, is much bigger than anything I'll ever know. I already know that. I've went down the road a long way. I've turned over a lot of rocks for me. I'm talking about for me. And again, this is just a perspective for you to reflect on. And what I realized when I didn't have to chase after it anymore, that I could actually just be okay in the mystery, I realized at the same time I entered some sort of rest. And when you're in that rest, other people see you're in that rest. Other people see you're okay. Just not knowing. I don't have to have the answer. They don't see you chasing down the road after something that you might or might not ever attain. It's kind of nice. People can relax around you. You're not going to judge them. You're going to allow them to be in their space, on their journey, turning over their rocks. There's some sort of beauty in not knowing. And I'm wondering if it's a gateway to the present moment. I'm wondering if what Jesus said when he said, become as a child, that's where we're moving to, that maybe that is what it means, not knowing. When I was a child, I could play with anybody. I could play with the guy down the street, even though his parents were Catholic. We would play ball together. We didn't discuss all these things. They didn't have to believe like I do. What were we into? That kingdom that Jesus talked about, entering the kingdom that's here and now and present. I could be in it. And it seems like when I don't have to know, that I can actually move from head to heart. I can live from my heart. I can just love you for you being you. I can allow you to be different. You don't have to sell me. I don't have to sell you. We can play together. We could share ideas together. It's only when we get into that certainty, into that absolute knowingness, this is how it is. And I don't know. Like I said, it's just something I wanted to share today. It's just food for thought. Contemplate on it. Think about it. What Jesus said, become as a child. Become as a child. If you don't become as a child, you won't enter the kingdom. My God, we don't want to miss the present moment. This is our life. This is a gift. Life is a gift God has given us. And don't we want to be fully present for one another? How do we love one another? We love one another by accepting one another. And anyway, that's all I wanted to say today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it served you, if you like it, pass it on. Share it with other people. Join my page if you like. I'm going to be sharing different videos like this. And I want you to bring in your videos and your perspectives and share your points. But tell some people, please join my page, my Facebook page, The Matrix of Abundance. And like I said, share the video. Okay, thank you so much. And enjoyed talking to you today. And just appreciate you, okay? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.